Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome. Today is a good day to be painting minis. And also a good day for me to remember I'm out of black paint. Yeah. Okay, that's going to be a problem. We will figure something out with that. Wandering Picked. Sir Strumming Fish, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Leave for a little bit. Oh, leaving for a concert? Sounds like fun. Any particular good group or anything? Okay. So. Oh. Man, I have to go get black paint. I gotta stop at the hobby store tonight. What is something I guess I can do this. We'll just start with our get some bronze going. Excuse me. Called Manrain, Scottish folk inspired. I listen to him regularly. Oh, cool. All right, that's cool. Finished Legolas Gimli on a horse last night. Going to work on Metal Frodo. Sweet. Is it like the classic Frodo with Sting, or is it a different one? Okay, we're gonna get some. Where's my camera? Some light bronze here. Excuse me. Painting. Start on the vehicle. So lenses and such. And I am fairly positive this will be 2 coats. Lenses, windshields, iconography. A lot of those will be bronze. Any of those like Norse rune looking pieces. The Iminmu wheel. Oh yeah, that's good. That's a great set. What does he do? I can't remember his pose. I remember Gollum with the fish, but I can't remember him and Sam and him, or if it's just him in that set with like Faramir and some Rangers, right? What a great set. I loved the themed box sets for the Lord of the Rings. They were incredible. So very cool. I only had a couple of them because I was a kid when this was all coming out, or like a teenager, and I wouldn't buy all of them. I kind of, that's a regret. Because all those thematic box sets are all really cool. Well, I got some fun stories for you guys, and we gotta talk about heresy leaks. I did see that somebody out there in the wild has the Liber Hereticus. So hopefully that will start to be leaked today. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Just see if something pops up. I want my Thousand Suns rules. See how disappointed I'm gonna be, because it's edition change, and that's what happens with edition changes, is you get disappointed by how your Legion rules change, or your army rules change, or whatever. I think there has been excuse me, standing with Sting drawn. He's standing, oh, he's drawing his sword. Oh, okay, yep. I think I know the minis you're talking about. Very cool. Well, good luck. Hey, if you want to share pictures too in the Discord, that'd be great. Yeah, Word Bearer's rules. Yeah, what's it's funny. Word Bearer's Legion trait in 2.0 was really garbage. Like you can't go below leadership 6 or whatever. Um, we can be pretty sure they're not going to get that rule because Dark Angels got that rule. Dark Angels get a bunch of like leadership buffs, which is pretty weird for a Legion rule, but for someone like Dark Angels. But it's whatever. I am hoping Thousand Suns get some cool stuff and get to keep, lots of psychic abilities and stuff, and it's not just like a prime slot or something to give a unit a psychic discipline. I am preparing for the worst, though, because that is what it is. There are also typos in the Legion Astartes that people have already found. Like a Terminator unit, the Iron Hands Terminators, the Gorgons, maybe. They straight up don't have a ranged weapon when their models come with combi bolters. So someone messed up and left out their bolters. So hopefully there's just like an FAQ that comes out right away that kind of fixes some of the weird typo things or things that look like typos. I hope that is that's a thing that happens because it looks like, in typical GW fashion, it's going to be necessary. All right. We got that. All right. Next for this bronze color, I don't think any of these get that color. No, not those weapons. The Brokier, let's see. You're not gonna get any of that, are you? No? No, you're not. A lot of black needed, maybe some browns. I don't think any of these. We got robots. The robots will get it. In focus, it's not even in focus. Sorry, guys. My camera loves to go out of focus when I turn it off, so. Okay, I think that's it for those minis. I think that's all there is. Okay. We'll do these other robots. Start on them, we'll move that out of the way. So this one, it's all these patterns right here. This color. The painting son is going to be joining us today. He wanted to paint with me, so And be jumping in. Hey, Star Laser, what's going on? I think. Oh. That piece bronze, and then we get the front like eagle head bronze. That's what we do. Frankie Fingers, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, the whole eagle head. Okay. Bronze on one of those. Three more to go. How's everybody's Thursday? You guys doing well? If you're a heresy player and you have questions about stuff, feel free to ask away. Basically, a lot of the Liber Astartes leaked. So, like, all the Legion-specific stuff from the Loyalists leaked. A lot of the actual units haven't leaked, like the unit profiles for, like, the generic units. But, any of the like, Legion rules I can talk about. I did see someone today has the Liber Hereticus, so hopefully that leaks and we can start seeing stuff. You know, I need to see what my Thousand Suns are like. I am bracing for disappointment, but that's always how edition changes go. There has been in my 25 years of wargaming and actively playing Games Workshop games and everything, there has been one edition that I have played where I have liked the changes to the army that I'm playing, or the armies that I'm playing, exactly one time. And that one time was recently with Middle Earth, with the Armies of Middle Earth book coming out. That just came out like this past month. The changes to the dwarves, the Khazad-dûm dwarves. That is literally the only time I have actually thought that the changes were for the better. That's it. Every other time there's been an edition change for any game that I've played, be it 40k or Warhammer Fantasy, even Lord of the Rings before that, like Star Wars Legion did kind of an edition change, or X-Wing, and all these different games. I've always been like disappointed with how my army has looked after the change. So we will see. Okay, that's number 2. Dwarves are good. Yeah, they are. And like they were pretty bad in the last edition that, was going on for like 6 years or whatever. So I don't like having like the big powerful army. And I know there are stronger things than dwarves in the game, but I really like the Khazad-dûm army in general. I thought the rules were good. I think they're more flavorful than they used to be. So, you have like the mirrors and stuff that are really interesting. Um, yeah, just in general. And the legacy units are cool. They have a legacy army specific to them that's like men and dwarves, which is really cool. And like, Reclamation of Moria. So like they have like cool, like characterful things. And I really like that. So it's crazy how much of a consistent downhill there has been with games I have played since, 2000, 2002 or whatever. My big hope, or I guess my cope or whatever for Heresy, regardless of how I like my Legion rules and stuff, is that plastic Legion specific stuff and journals are coming sooner rather than later. And those should be adding more rules and hopefully more interesting things and cool stuff for the Legions. I would like to have a little mini rulebook for just my Thousand Sons. I think that'll be really cool. So we'll see exactly how it's done. But, a book a month would be awesome if they were able to pump them out that fast, because, there's a lot of factions to get through in the Heresy. It's not like the old world where, they have 9 main factions, and so they can put out a book every 2 or 3 months and cover their bases. And I hope the edition lasts longer. The edition doesn't seem too bad itself. Yep. A lot of people are in a big meltdown, though. That happens every edition. So, edition changes, people meltdown. Story of timeless ages. Last floating robot. Hey, Griff, what's going on? Do you get the minis together? Working. Finally glued your minis. Nice. Everything looks okay. Hopefully work is good too. Doesn't seem like it's quite as hot out today as it was yesterday. So, T-Slayer, good morning. How are you today? Brushes and paint? Yeah, the next step. That's awesome. Mixing to enjoy a nice cigar. All right, all right. Celebrating something or just cuz. Little dome here. Local game stores. Yeah, yeah. It's been off and on. And the one you're going to, I think, especially is a little more inconsistent. I was gonna stop there and try to get some paint, but there's a specific color I need, and I'm not sure if they'll have it. I've been trying to get my good Pro Acryl super glue too, and they don't have it. Just cause, all right, nice, nice. I'm gonna do a second coat on this windshield here. So did you guys hear that Jack Black is being cast in the Warhammer TV show? This is uh, this is what I heard from the painting wife this morning. Yeah, the Henry Cavill show. And she said he's being cast, and I was like, "Is that a joke?" And I'm like frantically trying to look it up. Like that sounds like a joke. And she's like, "No." She's like, "I don't think it is." She's like, "He's supposed to be playing some character called Eldrad." I started dying laughing. That was top tier to whoever on like Instagram made that. Yeah, it's a joke, guys. It's a joke. But for like I it never sounded right to me, and then like she just doesn't know the characters and Warhammer, and the fact that she, believed it and then said that he's cast as like Eldrad Ulthuan or whatever, the Eldar like Farseer guy. I was dying. I was dying. No, Jack Black. Jack Black is not being cast in the Warhammer TV show yet. Yet that has not been confirmed. Jack Black as Malkador the Sigillite. You guys needed to feel my pain too when I was told this. As Lemuel from A Thousand Suns. See, like that would be probably more appropriate, right? But no, Jack Black as Rogel Dorn. Where he's got to act like real serious, but he still acts like Jack Black. Has he ever done a serious role? No, I don't think so. I don't think he has. Oh, there was something he did, and I can't remember what it was. Helmet lens. Is there other things? I don't think there's other things. It's minis. Yeah, I think it's just the lens. Yeah, he was in the Peter Jackson King Kong movie. I don't know if he was like super serious in that movie though. Like I think he was still very much like a Jack Black type character. Yeah, the Peter Jackson King Kong movie. No, it wasn't. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. Wandering Pick, you'll be fine. Have fun. Enjoy the concert. Sure, it'll be a great time. Little space hat, sun visors. Great. Hey, Cultured American, what's going on? Excuse me. Let's see. What do we got? We got anything good? No, 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 no. Trying to keep up on. $30K. I feel like the levers are garbage. People in general are melting down. It kind of is what it is. I think there's some good,
First of all, let me take just
like, legitimate reasons for some people to not be happy with the Liber Astartes. Hey, Waylon Kuro, welcome. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? But in general, I think the biggest complaints are some units that are not in the Liber, that are like kind of classic heresy units, like destroyers, like Legion destroyers, and a couple other things like that. There's not a lot that's missing, like scouts, and then like the Primus Medicae, and the Forge Lord console upgrade and stuff. And the other big and I feel reasonable complaint is that weapon options for units have been pared down, in particular for like Legion specific units, have been pared down into like what comes in the set. So you have a Resin Terminator unit that gets axes. You can't give them power fists or whatever. They only come with those axes. Like, that's kind of the thing they're doing. Now, the rumor I heard with that is a lot of these Legion specific elite units and stuff are getting plastic sets, and those plastic sets will have a lot more options and will add more options to the unit. But people who have like customized their like Varigear, like Wolf Space Wolf, like Varigear Terminators or whatever, to have like Thunderhammers and stuff, which they could take in previous editions. Now they don't get their Thunderhammers, so it's like an invalidating the options that people build. I'm like, I think it's lame, but I also feel like it's an edition change. Like, that's the kind of stuff that you expect from an edition change. Hopefully journals and stuff add more and put stuff back into the game. And there's also a lot of like you can't take Centurions or Praetors on bikes, which is a pretty big deal because things like White Scars, like their whole like strategy predicates on them like riding motorcycles and jet bikes. So that's pretty significant that that's not in the Liber. I do think that'll be on like the free PDF that comes out at release, though. I think what we have in the Liber is units that are currently for sale from GW, and are either plastic or will be plastic soon as far as the generic units go. I think that's the MO for the actual like purchased Liber books. The PDFs that are coming out for free, mind you don't have to pay for these PDFs. They're free. They're totally like tournament legal for GW events, if that's something that concerns you. They will most likely have all the units that are like, hey, these were from old editions, they're not for sale anymore, or these are options that you can't take anymore, but they're in these PDFs. So I don't know if it's just going to be new unit entries or if it's going to be, weapon options for specific units or what. I have no idea. But I imagine things like Praetors on bikes will be an option in the PDF, stuff like that. Yeah, the Legion rules themselves got like shuffled a bit. So, it's an edition change, or rules changes, so some are better than others, which is fair. None of them seem as egregiously good or bad as they did in second edition, though. In second edition, there was some where it was like, yes, this one is better than all the others, and this one is worse than all the others. There doesn't seem to be as much of that from the Libra Astartes. But otherwise, just, I don't know, there's not as many options for things anymore, which is, very, very GW in a sense. So, no, we all knew, I think we all understood that when things started to leak, everybody was going to melt down. That's just the nature of the beast with any addition, change, and new rules and everything. Like, it's just meltdown city for people. And because it's the internet, and the Warhammer fans hate two things. They hate the way things are, and they hate change. So, two things guaranteed to make people upset. No. Two things guaranteed to make Warhammer fans upset is things staying things staying the same and things changing. And there's always the issue of like rose tinted glasses when you're looking back on like an old edition. We're not talking like 4chan users specifically. Yeah, Star Wars fans just hate Star Wars. The absolute like most vehement haters of Star Wars itself is Star Wars fans. So I've read through, I think, everything that has leaked at this point. And I think it's all fairly reasonable. There's some weird typos. There's a funny typo with the Iron Hands, which is funny because I hate Iron Hands. But there's a funny typo where their elite Terminators don't have an option for a ranged weapon. And what's funny about that is the unit specifically has combi bolters, like the models that you buy come with combi bolters, but there's no bolter option for them. So, definite typo. And I wonder if there's going to be like a day one FAQ and errata and things, and I wonder if that's the only issue or if there's other things that are like, oh wow, we forgot to give, these Terminators this weapon or something. And yeah, so we'll see. Okay, is that all for the bronze? I think so. Cool, let's get the Grimnir here. Yeah, the trader stuff is gonna leak soon, so that's gonna be happening today. So I'll be on the lookout because I want to see what's going on. Oh, here's trader leaks. Okay, so first thing that leaked for the traders. Oh wow. Okay. All right, Thousand Suns working out pretty good. So, all right, Trader Leaks. We have the contents of the book. So, Thousand Suns specifically, they have their armory page, which is like 8 pages. That's insane. Magnus Armon, Magistus Amon. They have a Prospering Sorcerer as a unique character, which that's going to be interesting. Sekhmet, Terminators, Kinatai, Castellax, and Contemptor of Siren. So this will probably be our first look at Castellax rules in general for the edition. But Thousand Suns have a lot of entries. Sons of Horus have a bunch. Night Lords. Yeah, they got Night Raptors, Terror Squads, Kontakar, Conrad, Kurz, Sevatar, their armory. Thousand Suns have the longest armory section of any faction. Yes! I'm excited. Alright. That means they have probably their psychic rules and stuff, and lots of rules for psychic stuff. So I'm cool with more rules, even if they're not good. Just give me more things. Word bearers. Sir Strivingfish, you're looking for word bearers. So they have their armory, Lorgar, Corferin, Erebus, Argel, Tal, Zardu. They have the Gal Vorback, the Margal, Dreadnought, and the Ashen Circle. Those are all their entries in their section. So, yeah, okay, all right. It begins. Yep. It's things. Hold on. Okay. All right. What are we doing? We are painting bronze. That's what we're doing. We're gonna put some more bronze down. Okay, so these guys have a lot of bronze on them. We'll start with their big staff. I did see there's actually rules for force staves in Heresy 3.0, and they're hot garbage. They're absolute trash, and it makes me sad. I might just run them as like force spears or something. No, probably run them as force staves. They're AP4. They're a force weapon with AP4. And they do 2 damage if you pass a psychic check. Like, that's so bad. Hey, Zen, good morning, dude. Hey, Liber Hereticus stuff is going to start leaking today. Be ready. Yeah, they leaked. They started with the contents page, so it doesn't look like they lost anything. Um, the Night Lords. Yeah, you got Conrad, Kurz, Sevatar, your three like special squads, right? There's the Terror Squad, the Kontakar, and the Night Raptors are all in there. They're taking so long to grow. Man, leeks are delicious though. Good like mild onion flavor. It's nice. Yeah, that's definitely Darthlicious. That is definitely a typo. Like they need to day one like FAQ and give them their weapons back because yeah, the actual minis have guns, but they forgot to give them rules for guns, which is classic GW. Yeah, it really is amazing. It'd be funny if they didn't. Yeah, I mean, as someone who's not a fan of Iron Hands, I think it would be funny. Their guns just jam at the start of every battle. So basically, my mentality as these leaks are coming out is everything's gonna be horrible, and I just need to be ready for everything to be horrible. And I'm hoping with that mentality, I feel a little better about everything, no matter what happens. But I was talking earlier about how edition changes and people are unhappy. Like, that's just what happens when an edition changes. And there has only been one time in my life, in my 20 plus years of playing these games, where I've been happy about an army update, or like an edition update for my army. One time. And that one time was actually for Middle Earth when the Dwarf rules came out with the armies of Middle Earth. The Khazad-dûm Dwarf rules came out like last month. That was the one time that I was like, man, I really like these rules better than the last ones. Otherwise, it's disappointment every time, and you learn to play the game, and that's what you do. You decide if you continue or not. What's up, Judge Dave? How you doing? You're happy with 2.0? I know a ton of people weren't, and I wasn't. So I didn't get in right at 2.0, but I was definitely following 2.0. And as someone who is really into Thousand Suns, I knew they just wrecked Thousand Suns as an army, going from 1.0 to 2.0. So, and like the rules being unclear, and like all kinds of like weird things that just like none of it made any sense, and weird omissions in the rules that never got corrected. So, yeah. What do we know? We know the Liber Astartes. That's what we know. Liber Hereticus is starting to leak. Yeah. So we'll start seeing Liber Hereticus stuff. Do you want to know what units are in the World Eaters list, Judge Dave? Or do you play World Eaters or... Sorry, are you World Eaters or Sons of Horus? Sons of Horus looks like they have everything. They have a ton of stuff. World Eaters have Rampagers, Red Butchers, Latara Sarin, Karn the Bloody, Angron Transfigured, and Angron. So Latara and both Angrons are in there. Sons of Horus have like 50 characters, and no, they're posting it on Imgur, so people don't have to go to 4chan. The 4chan person was leaking and putting like racist messages and like very targeted personal things on every page, so people are like scrubbing it to put it other places. So that's nice. So I'm not even bothering going on 4chan. Sons of Horus have Horus. They have two Horuses. Abaddon, they have Little Horus. Tybalt Mar. Varen Asherhaddon, Gavriel Loken, Malagurst, a Dark Emissary, Justarian, and Reavers. And their armory. Um, okay, okay. Thousand Suns have the longest armory number of pages and their like entry rules than anybody else, so I'm pretty excited about that. I hope it means good things. I think Thousand Suns are losing Psyker on all their characters though, because they have a unique console called a Prospering Sorcerer, and that's probably the one that gets the psychic abilities. And I'm probably losing Psyker on all my other stuff. So is what it is. Do word bears? Word bears don't have like a Lorgar ascended kind of thing. So huh. It's funny, Iron Warriors and Salamanders being the quote unquote poster boys, neither of them have a unique character aside from their Primarch in their list. I hope they get more, though. They deserve it. Um, I was talking about this in a local Discord, I think, and I had read from some people that the Iron Warriors like Praetor character that came out in resin earlier this year is apparently, and this could be completely off, but this is what this person was saying, or a couple people were saying, is that Praetor is apparently the last generic Legion character coming out in resin. From this point forward, it's going to be plastic characters. Now, special characters like named characters might still get resin, but that was the last generic character out in resin. And with that, the Legion specific journals that GW said is going to happen are apparently going to start coming out sooner rather than later. So Legion specific plastics will be cool. And I could see something like a 3 boxes per Legion. Seems like enough to start. You have a Terminator squad, a special power armor squad, and then a generic character with like all the like fancy gubbins on them. And you can use those parts to like kit out all your other units, but you could also just like use the whole kit to make the unique units. So I can see that. I can see that happening. Don't go on 4chan. Don't, Judge Dave. Spare yourself. You're too pure for that website. It's true. No, 4chan is just that bad. I know the exact amount of credit I'm giving to Judge Dave. Yeah, not yet. I will let you know, Judge Dave, as soon as we start getting more stuff. So indenting on my thumb trying to read something.
I believe, every day's a good day when you paint.
Hey, Smago10, welcome. Thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate that. How are you doing this morning?
It's clean. It's cold. And that's
Yeah,
what I
absolutely.
call high quality H2O.
Get a drink and stretch. Painting Son said he wanted to join me and paint some this afternoon, so he's going to be joining me about an hour to hang out and paint. Okay. Okay. Had a nightmare with one of your FDM printers? Oh. He doesn't like as much, but I still enjoy it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. The ones he gets are great. Always entertaining. That's annoying when that happens, though, when you get all the fails like that. Just one after another. This guy has a hat. PLA was bad. Oh, you weren't? Did you dry it out or something? Of just popping? That's crazy. Not something I would have thought about with a 3D printer needing to dry out this stuff. Really strange. I think trader leaks are coming out, but I don't know. People are talking about some things. Oh my gosh, Zen. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Dorn rules are mediocre. His gambit's pretty good though. Like his challenge gambit, he can only be wounded on 5s or 6s. That one's pretty good. Right, yeah. Hey, what's up, Sathy? How you doing, man? We're gonna find links. I don't know if you're in the so there's a local Discord where we ran a league and we run some of the events out of. I don't know if you're still part of that. But people were posting links to everything there. Also in the Horus Heresy like proper Discord, people have been linking them and talking about them. And I am here just waiting for the Liber Hereticus to leak. Basically, the whole Liber Astartes leaked, as at least the actual Legion rules and stuff and units. Okay, you're just in the Central Ohio one. Okay, yeah, I don't think anyone's talking on there. It's like the League Discord. Yeah, there's a proper like Horus Heresy Discord where people are posting things and talking about it nonstop with like 10,000 people or whatever in there freaking out. Yeah, Dark Angels rules are all leaked and out and everything, so he's teasing the Heretic. Yeah, yeah. That's what they all. I don't know why. What's the point in doing that? Yeah, no hammers for Inner Circle Knights. Yeah. So what they did, Sathy, and I feel like I'm going to be explaining this a lot. This doesn't make it like great or easy or whatever, but the Legion specific units. So all of those, like your Inner Knight Cenobium, Inner Circle Knight Cenobium, and like the I don't know, like all those kinds of units. Oh, you're L. Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, welcome in. Yeah, I'm just like telling people I'm streaming. Yeah, I can't believe they're teasing. But yeah, all the Legion specific units, they took out their weapon options and they basically have what you can purchase them with. A weird exception from what I've heard is the Lernaean Terminators from the Alpha Legion actually have more options than they did, which is funny and very Alpha Legion. But the rumor is that soon we will start seeing Legion specific plastics, and with those Legion specific plastics they're going to have a lot more options for those units, and those units will get a lot of the weapon options back. Probably not the same as it was in 2.0 or whatever, but yeah, there will be plastics coming, which is the one like big, I don't know, thing to look forward to. I have a couple days to finish my rapier battery. I'm almost done with it, but not quite, so I gotta get to work on that thing. Let's see, we got... Okay, Hereticus leak. Alright. Demon Angron has stuff. Yep, Angron transfigured. Oh, how much of a beast is in? His weapon's 4 damage at strength 11 and critical hit 6, so it can get the damage 5. I'm playing Sunday evening or afternoon evening. Angron's got Deep Strike. He's Paragon, he's anti-grav, which is funny. Angron is anti-grav, guys. Blades of the Red Angel, yeah, let's see. He can't be included in the same army as Angron, that makes sense. Yeah, I think it's Sunday evening. I think it might be okay, but yeah, I might need to call just to see. You can. No, they already have Demon Angron's already been announced. He's been announced and he's coming out. Him and Latara Sarin were both announced. But yeah, the Resin Angron looks wild. Yeah, he's bulky 7. Still only cool 10, 2 plus 4 plus. It looks like there's no more 3 plus invulns in the game. Yeah, strength, toughness 7, 7 wounds, initiative 7, 8 attacks, 8 weapon skill, movement 14. Fear 2, Eternal Warrior 2, Deep Strike. Yeah, he's pretty solid. He's got like a sweeping kind of blow called Eviscerating Slashes, and he has Crushing Blows. So the Crushing Blows are at lower initiative, but he just gets 4 attacks with that. He doesn't get his 8 attacks. Okay, interesting. So, trade-offs to getting a Strength 11 damage 4 attack. I think this 2 damage attack might be good. I don't know. Very interesting. Anyway, let's keep painting. Yeah, I will call. I will call the store and see. Why is there a big Pokemon event every Sunday? Tired of it. You're in, you got it? Okay, sweet. Yeah, the Dark Angels Legion rule, I don't know if it's good or not. And I don't know if that's a good thing. No, there's none of that yet, Judge Dave. Just Demon Angron. Demon Angron and the contents, that's all. It's a leadership rule. You're just not suffering like negative modifiers to leadership. That's like the big Dark Angel rule. Yes, so the Dark Angels, one big thing they have is they actually have 6 different unique detachments. If there's one, it's the one link that's like, it's like Blood Angels on the front. It's like Blood Angels rules. Go to that one and you scroll down, you'll get to the Dark Angel stuff eventually. But yeah, Dark Angels actually have six detachments they get, and they're for the different wings, which is cool. So, and some of them have requirements like you need to bring a certain unit for certain slots, but yeah. Chinese, that sounds good. Food sounds good. My meal prep has been Greek yogurt this week, and it has not kept me full. Okay, I think that the bronze is good. Okay. Hold on. There's another leak. Alright. Yeah, there's a new Angron man. Go look it up. Judge Dave. Go look up the Demon Angron. Someone leaked something about... Oh, I think stuff is... Okay, we'll go look for things, guys. Someone leaked legacies. They said they have, like, legacy. They know what's in the legacy documents. Discord's too slow. suck. Yeah, no, hold on. I can't find the link for myself. Okay. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't access. I don't know how the stupid website looks. So the legacy stuff that someone is saying, they're saying there's a bunch of units on bikes. So a ton of consuls and praetors and centurions on bikes. Great. Forge lords, primus medicaes, all those things that are missing from the Liber. There's also a yeah, I know. I'm not gonna dig too much. Veteran biker squads, which is really cool. So veterans on bikes, veteran breacher squads, which have all the old breacher options, and then a veteran sergeant cadre, which is like despoiler veterans. So like you can do anything with them basically in their non-jump pack, which is legit. Lernaean Terminators got leaks. Let's see. Yep, just Angron Lernaeans. Okay. Okay. Oh man. Yep. We'll see. I don't want to paint anymore. I just want to read leaks. Is that too much to ask? No, James Workshop is calling me, guys. They're asking for my IP address so they can send the Pinkertons after me for reading leaks on stream. Okay, I want to get some skin. Let's do some skin colors. Yeah, no, they don't. So I did see Zen, that whole like Pardo thing. One of the things allegedly, he has like a WhatsApp for his like Patreon or something, which I think is weird. I do not like WhatsApp, but he has a WhatsApp. And when stuff started leaking, he started complaining about how people are like ungrateful and all this stuff. And impatient because he's going to be releasing a bunch of stuff Saturday, and so those people are a problem. Yeah, and again, it's all hearsay, so it could just be nothing. But yeah, bare fingers, doesn't he? We will paint them as such until further notice. Such as me getting the motivation to look the mini up. Hey Pato, welcome in. How are you doing? Horse hearsay. That's today. That's it, Reginald Grimsby. How you doing? Just actively waiting for my faction rules to leak. That's what I'm doing. And that hand has a... No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Okay. That's just skin. So, working on commissions. Nice. Very nice. What kind of commissions you working on? Last night for dinner, we made... I made some Mediterranean food. And I did roasted chickpeas. And season them and then roast them until they were, like, crispy on the outside. And my wife found... She found toom at the store, at the grocery store. And if you guys aren't familiar with toom and you like garlic, you are missing out big time. All toom is, it's really simple. It's like a garlic like spread or like dip or whatever. Sauce, garlic sauce. It is raw garlic, olive oil, and a little bit of salt. And you whip it all together until the olive oil turns like fluffy, almost like a whipped cream texture. And then you just have it. It's like a pure, like concentrated garlic flavor. It's so good. I eat this at some of my favorite like Mediterranean restaurants, and I reek for the next 24 hours. Well, my wife found it at the store. And so we got it. It's not quite as good as the stuff from the restaurant that I go to, because they actually make theirs, and this was like packaged or whatever. But my son was loving it. So we were eating toom with pita bread and chickpeas and stuff. I made a tzatziki sauce, and everything, like a dairy-free tzatziki sauce. So it was really good. But I'm pretty sure our house just reeks of garlic right now. Yeah, absolutely share some progress. That'd be great to see. I'm not familiar with the board games, so... Alright. See you later, Zen. To get a bunch of these little tertiary colors down, because I'll be can't paint the black because I'm out of black paint. So you or you, get you and you, put you guys back. Don't have any skin either. Hey, Greenleaf, what's going on? How are you doing this morning? Right. You guys over here. I'm just here painting Votann today. Might take a little break in a minute, put a color or two on some Thousand Suns bases, and then go back at it with these Votann. We're doing all that, watching out for heresy leaks. Liber Hereticus is in someone's hands, and does now have to have a Tyrannic Greatsword. Yeah. They still seem pretty good to me. I don't know. Like, I'm not like, I just remember being dumpstered by all those swords and that unit. So, that's about the extent of my memory, I guess. But, yeah, it's fair. Yeah, AP3. Yeah, and there's no Artificer armor for, like, unit sergeants anymore, Sathy. So, yeah, I despise, like, Artificer armor on basic sergeants. Absolutely despise it. So that is probably number one change that I think everybody is just outright cheering for. So this guy, I don't believe I can paint his face, so we're gonna leave it as it is. Be nice dark. The shorter than one sergeant take the whole Warhound salvo. Yeah, yep. Yeah, it's miserable. That is an awful, like, precedent of a rule. Alright, we're gonna get some bright ivory. Put a quick dry brush on these bases and maybe one more color. And then chicken broccoli. Getting your lunch. We used to make a meal. This is, I don't know, this is super Midwest. But I had it at my wife's house when we were dating, and then we ended up making a lot. My wife can't eat like anything in this anymore, but it was a casserole, and it was cheesy chicken and broccoli. Oh shoot, way too much. And yeah, you just you oven roast chicken breast, and you cut it up, and then you mix it with some chopped up broccoli and like cheese whiz. Yeah, like a big jar of cheese whiz and a couple other seasonings. Oh, so good. It sounds like complete garbage, but man, remember she first told me about it, and she's like, "Yeah, it's so good." I was like, "That sounds horrible." Doing happy feet shuffles and giggles? Okay. Why is that? Oh, that's nice. Okay. Well, good for you. Excuse me, this is a painting stream? That's fine.
It's clean. It's cold.
Absolutely,
And that's what I
hydrate.
call
Welcome in. Thank you.
H2O.
Thank you for the hydrate. Okay. Let's do one more thing on these, then we'll move back. A little bit of dark silver. Little brush here. That's okay. Okay. Why not? We'll do one more because I'm here. Next color I'm gonna paint. I think it's gonna be like we'll get some browns out of the way is what we'll do. So some of the belts and stuff. That's what we'll do on the Votann. Belts and other miscellaneous things. There's a lot of like black that needs to be be painted on, but again, my black container was running out, and I have not been able to get a new one because stock has been low at the game store I've been going to recently, which is the closest one to me. You know, I think would be really funny about these heresy rules is if the loyalist rules are all like lame and bland, and the traitor rules are all cool and exciting and good. It'd be good revenge for a 2.0. Hey, Marathnin, how you doing? It has been a while, hasn't it? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. We're just painting all kinds of things, mainly Votann, but I'm taking a little break just to paint these bases a little bit. Colors on here. All right. Good. Trying to enjoy the evening. A few things underway. Yeah. Oh, well, okay. Okay. That's okay, Marathon. Hey, it happens. We all have phases where we are in and out of the hobby and stuff. That is definitely acceptable. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, we'll get some black brown. And this is gonna be like belts and stuff. Belts and these hats. So, first look, these don't need anything. No brown on those, so we'll set those off to the side. Let's take a look at the Sagittar weapons. I don't believe have anything we need to do. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem at all. So we're just taking our time. I'm just painting and I'm reading through the internet. So browns, no browns there. Browns on this one, I doubt it. No, like leather things. So this one has something. We have these backpacks that are up here. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else. We can go ahead and start with those. It's brown paint. Well, I'm seeing some Thousand Sun leaks. Not like actual information, just someone talking about it, though. Saying that if you need to take a force check for weapons, you have a unit with like Aether Fire Blasters, which are like the Thousand Suns unique plasma guns that are like force weapons. You have to take a force check for every model in the unit. Yeah, that's what this person's saying. I can see that being FAQ'd. Yeah, that's way too many. I can't see that being reasonable, and I would I don't know, I feel like I would house rule that. That would be crazy too, because you're taking 10 psychic checks on a leadership 7 model. Like, you're going to fail him, but every time you fail him, like, the whole unit potentially gets a status or takes wounds. That one seems like maybe someone's not reading the rule quite as much, but who knows? I don't know. I haven't seen it myself.
I believe every day's a good day when you paint.
Hey, Gosu, what's up, man? What's going on? Yeah, psychic check is just, it's like a leadership check against your willpower. That's all it is. So it's 2d6, get equal to or under your willpower. Okay. What's going on, Gosu? How you doing? Doing good. About to get bases off the printer. Nice. More sensitive or more like it's a hot check. Roll a 1. Does mortal. Yeah. Well, you take the force check if you want to add the... What is this? Oh, there's a bunch of rules. Hold on. I have Thousand Suns rules. Hold on, we gotta stop for a minute. And read this here. Okay, Thousand Suns. More leaks. Here, I'll post this stuff for you guys if you want to look at them. Okay, they have 4 swords. Yeah, breaching 5 up, which is cool. The Achaean Force Sword. They're not like Force swords. They're just better breaching than normal Force swords. And they're +1 strength, so they're just better. Yeah, so that's up. Okay. And they have Telekind Shift, which is a... Okay, this is their prime advantage. If they make a rush move, they make a willpower check. If it's successful, they gain anti-grav and move through cover until the end of the move phase. So you can just straight up like float. Or teleport? No, you float. You just like float. Okay. Their Legion rule. All models with this trait are Psychers and have a higher willpower characteristic. So they have +1 to their willpower. That's what they get. It's +1. That's their whole trait, just +1 willpower. And they gain the Psyker trait. Their Gambit, oh my gosh, it's the blurriest picture ever. They make a focus roll. They can choose to replace with their willpower. Okay, they choose to replace their initiative modifier with their willpower. Is that what it is? That's what it looks like. Unique detachments, a mixed bag. They get a little bit of everything. It's a troop, fast attack. It looks like an elite and a heavy transport. Their advanced reaction, Fortress of the Mind. It's a shooting reaction. Can't be a vehicle. And they get a 3-up invulnerable save against all wounds. Oh, it's the exact same. Okay. It's the exact same as it was in 2nd edition. It's even called Fortress of the Mind. Where if you pass your psychic check, you get a 3-up invuln save against that shooting attack. If you fail, you get a 5-up. And then your unit and the target unit suffer a Perils of the Warp. So you could potentially like end up messing with units. And you pay points for prospering arcanas. 10 points. They get a psychic discipline. Whoa, okay, this is cool. So you get your minor psychic arcanas. Every model in the unit, not granted to other models that join that unit. Same type during their own creation. A unit can only be given cannot gain an additional one. Okay, so the model you purchase gets the arcana. You can't like join and then like mix and match a whole bunch. You do a psychic check. If you fail, you suffer perils, but you don't get status. You just suffer D3 wounds at AP2 that ignore cover and damage mitigation. You can take invulns. If Prospering Arcana is granted a psychic weapon, only one model may use that psychic weapon. Okay, so what are the arcanas here? They're full psychic disciplines. Holy cow, you pay 10 points and get a full psychic discipline for the squad. That's wild. Okay, so a dude in the squad just gets a strength 9 armor bane, possibly damage 4 shooting attack for Raptora, and then you get the reaction. I think that gives you +2. No, it just gives you 4-up shrouded as a reaction. Wow, that's good. Alright, Pyre. What does Pyre do? Inferno Shield. It's a psychic power. It's a blessing. Model with the Pyre trait. Let's only include model 1,000 Suns. Okay, let's see. What does it do? They all gain Inferno Shield. The end of each initiative step. You scored any hits against a unit contains model with this shield, they suffer an attack. So, okay. If they hit you, every initiative step that they hit you, they suffer D6 strength 4 hits. Just like that. Like, that's just what they do. And there's also Psychic Weapon, just a strength 8 AP2 damage 3 armor bane critical hit breaching. Wow, okay. So monstrous Psychic Weapon. Where are the other ones? Okay, there's all right. Pavoni, I think that's the +2 toughness reaction. Yep, you get +2 toughness when you make the reaction, and they have Blood Boil. Oh, that's cool. All right, 1 attack, strength 4, but poison 2 plus AP2 damage 2. So you just boil someone's blood. That's legit. All right, Corvidae, Fated Shots, psychic power. Target unit gets rending 5-up rule. That's really good. So rending 5-up for ranged units when you cast it. Model, what is this? This is a curse power. -2 to their... Okay, you put on a unit and they're -2 movement. Each time target model moves, it must take a dangerous terrain check. That's really good. The Paths of Consequence. Okay, Athenian powers. It's just Man Reed's book right now, guys. I'm sorry. I posted the link. The Imgur link has this stuff ahead. Athenian, let's see. It's the mind readers here. So under active players' control, at least one model within 18 inches line of sight. It's a blessing, so it targets your own stuff. Oh, wow. You just immediately remove a tactical status from a squad. That's the thing. It's called Clarity. It's what you do. And it's a minor arcana, so like all of your units can get this, where you just use the power and just remove a status from a unit. Oh, guys, Thousand Suns. Oh, man, this is so much better than 2.0. And then they have a panic weapon, which is great. I can just straight up panic units. The Emanation of Dread. Okay, let's keep going. Magnus's rules. Where's Magnus? Weapon skill 7, that's nice. Alright, willpower 11. He can pick 2 psychic disciplines. He pays points for 2 psychic disciplines. Thaumaturgy's free, but he can go, oh my gosh, he gets the full psychic disciplines. I can just give Magnus Shrouded 6 up, or Shrouded 3 up. There's a 4 up, something. Shrouded 4 up as just while he exists. That's crazy. That's crazy good. His weapon is, and he can get like divination, which gives him just like hitting and challenges on a 2 up. We'll see if his gambit's any better though. His weapons are pretty good. His gun's AP2 strength 6, 3 shots. He's got 6 attacks. He's +1 strength and force, so he can get a damage 4 weapon on a force check, which is also really good. Yeah, I'm giddy. All right, I'm liking these rules. I'm liking them. He has all of the Prospering Arcanas, so he just has them all. Solid. When he's engaged in a challenge, he has Battle of Wills. That's his gambit. Gains a positive modifier to focus rolls equal to his base willpower characteristic minus the willpower characteristic of the model in the challenge. So he gets extra rolls. Okay, and then 4 or more troops that are chosen that have a Prospering Arcana. Okay, sweet. All right, so I can do any troops I want. Till the end of the first battle turn of the battle, a model with a special roll makes a manifestation check. They may roll 3 dice and select any 2 on the first turn. That's any manifestation check on the first turn. It's like free powers. Oh, wow. That is good. And he's cheaper. Cheaper than he was. That's really good. Holy cow. Alright. What do we got next? Ahriman, okay. Ahriman, he's Ahriman. Let's see, what has he got? He has Corvidae, Arcana, Thaumaturgy, and Divination. Okay, so Ahriman's going to be really good in a duel. He's got +1 initiative modifier, +1 strength. He's AP2, force damage, critical hit 6 up. Okay, that's cool. What other rules he got? Is that all of his rules? That might be all of his rules. Yeah, he doesn't have a unique gambit. That's fine. Don't need a unique gambit. Amon, let's see. Magistus Amon is good. His Reliquary, poison, breaching. Okay, so if he wounds, he breaches. Stun 3. It's a 1 use only. That's really good. Firepower 2d6. And his melee weapon is poison 2+ and AP2. And then he has telepathy and divination, so 2 really good disciplines. So he might be really good too. All right, here's the Prospering Sorcerer. So it looks like it's confirmed that I don't just get Psychers on my basic units, but I pay 10 points to get the Minor Arcana, which are really good anyway. Those are really good psychic disciplines. He just comes with a Prospering Spire Stave, which is unique. Hold on, this is really cool. Okay, unique Psychic Stave. It's a force weapon with damage. It's actually AP3, which we talked about. The normal force staves are not AP3. This is AP3. Yeah, this is Rules League. This is the day I've been waiting for Rules Leagues. +1 initiative, which is good, so he'll be striking first. It has a rule called Conduit. And Conduit, when it has this weapon and you manifest a psychic weapon, you either add 1 to the range strength or 1 to the weapon, the melee strength or whatever, if it's a melee weapon. So you just get +1 strength to all your psychic weapons that you use on this guy, which is pretty crazy. And then he cannot have a Prospering Arcana, but he comes with just 3 abilities. Yeah, he doesn't come with normal psychic disciplines. Okay. He just comes with 3 abilities. Um, and that's it. Like 3 psychic weapons. Huh. Weird. Weird he doesn't come with like his own you can't like get psychic discipline. So you need to take librarians, which I guess is thematic. Sekhmet. Let's see. Sekhmet can change out their force swords, their Achaean pattern force swords for other stuff, which is crazy. They have options. Yeah, the loyalists got boned in this edition, guys. The traders got options. You can give it lightning claws. You can give them special weapons. You give them you couldn't give them this stuff in 2.0. This is all stuff you couldn't give them in 2.0. That's crazy. Yeah, they don't have full disciplines though anymore. They don't. All right, Kinatai blades. Yep, all pretty standard. How can you verify the information is legit? Because it's the pages from the book. That's how you can verify. That's about it. Kinatai, they have unique force swords, +1 attack. Okay, so they're 4 attacks each. Strength 5, AP 3, they're breaching 5. That's good. Those are good swords. Better than they were in Middle Edition. I forgot to upload a page. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm just looking at what I got, you know. All models gain the following benefits. So they have their own psychic discipline. Okay, so let's see what their psychic discipline is, which is here. Okay, blade weaving, they have a reaction. They gain an invuln save against volley and melee attacks. So when someone's charging them, spend a point, you do a willpower check. Okay. If the willpower check fails, the cost isn't paid. That's nice. Let's see. What do they do? They manifest, blah, blah, blah. It lasts through the into the fight phase. Okay, they get a 5 with invuln save. Meh. That's alright. Alright, and this one they get precision 5+. And it's a blessing in the assault phase. Yeah, you sure get precision. So they'll just be like assassins. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. That's solid. And then Castle Exekia. I think this will be about it. Let's see. Castle Exekia. They're only 80 points. They dropped by 50 or almost 50%. They dropped by a lot of points. What does an Aether Fire Cannon do? Yeah, we're missing some of the equipment because I don't have other Aether Fire weapons. So I don't know if those are actually be in there. Yeah, they might not have Aether Fire weapons anymore. Aether Fire Cannon breaching 6 up. Their bolt cannons are rending 4+. That's cool. Okay. That might be an actual option. Alright, and then the Force Claws are good. Stats, okay. Mediocre. They have a bunch of rules I don't know. They explode on a 6, which isn't much. They have a rule called Psychic Conduit. If 1,000 Suns model suffers perils of the warp within 6 inches with this rule, this unit suffers the perils instead. And if they suffer the etheric feedback result, they suffer 1 wound. I think that means they can't be status. They just suffer a wound instead of a status. Wow. Okay. And okay, Contemptor Sirens can get psychic disciplines. This is our first look at Dreadnought stats too. It's got more attacks. That's nice. His Gravis Force Blade makes him Strength 9, AP 2, Damage 2, Force Damage. So you can make the damage 4 on his Force Blade. And he has Reaping Blow, which I think gives you extra attacks when you're outnumbered. 1,000 Suns looking real good, guys. Looking real good. Yeah, there might be a page missing here of a page of Aether Fire weapons, unless they just took out Aether Fire weapons. And they don't have that anymore. What does he have? He just, yeah, because they don't have the Ace-Fix bolt pistols anymore, or bolters. No one else comes with Aether Fire weapons, so yeah, maybe the Aether Fire's gone and it's just that stuff. Holy cow. Alright. Come on in, Painting Son. Hey, what's going on?
Tonight sometime after stream, will you glue this guy to his new base?
Yeah, we finished painting him, sure.
Yeah, after I'm done painting the body, I just need to paint the little things on the base.
Yeah. Well, guys, Painting Son's come to hang out.
I just need to finish this, but I feel like I'm done.
The bases?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot more to do. You want to see my bases? This is what I've got so far on mine. Okay, you ready for the next thing? So you're painting your own. Here, let me show this. You're painting your own 1,000 Suns base.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember we did that pattern with the blue?
Yeah.
So there's these other tiles that are in between that aren't painted. So there, and there. You see how the square tiles? Yeah. They kind of make that pattern. Those need to be more of a white color, an ivory color.
What do, like, all the other tiles?
Yeah, that tile, that tile, that tile, that tile, and that tile.
Okay.
They're the ones that aren't blue, okay?
Okay.
So, I can get you that color. I guess I gotta move some things so you can join me, huh?
Yeah. And then I'll be painting this robot afterwards, but we need to find a base to paint it on.
Yeah, we'll do that later, okay?
Like after I'm done with my guy.
Yep.
I'm not going to paint realistic. I'm just going to...
Yeah, just do what you want. That's cool. That's totally cool. All right. So here's this. You'll get your little palette down, and yes, Culture American says, "What's up, Painting Son?" And the T-Terrorist says he's painting too. I love that. Yes, he is painting. He is painting with this. He is the Painting Son. All right. Well, needless to say, I'm happy about the new 1,000 Suns rules. So.
Really?
Yeah, they just all leaked on mine. I was just reading through them right before you got down here. Feel good.
Really? Do you look at the salamander rules?
I did.
Ooh, I
Yep,
can't
they
wait.
also look good.
Are they better than before?
Yes.
Oh,
Their rules are better than before.
yay, I get the better rules.
No, they're good.
How are the flamers?
I don't know if they... I think they... Yeah, they do have better flamers. They do more damage. And they have... their rules. They have a rule that your guys can't be wounded on a dice roll of 1 or 2, no matter what. So they're extra tough against especially high-strength weapons. And they will never run away from being damaged by a flamethrower weapon.
What can't again?
They can't... salamanders, they never run away if they're damaged by a flamethrower weapon.
Like every single kind?
Yeah, like different flamethrower weapons, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Won't make them run away.
And if there's, like, if you're an enemy and it has a 2+, then if they roll a 2...
It doesn't wound.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I got the best rules for
So
my
they're super tough. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah!
Good rules.
Even easier this time.
Hey, Painting Son.
Yeah.
What do you call a pig with 6 eyes?
Ooh. What is it?
A pig.
With 6 eyes?
Yeah, you call it a pig.
6 eye. Like, oh!
Uh-huh.
The eye, the leather eye, and then the eye.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, that is cool. not being wounded on it too.
Yeah, not being wounded on 2 is great. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So like a really good guy, like a really good heavy weapons unit that's literally a 2+. Roll half of them or more as a 2. They don't wound.
Yes, the odds, it gives you a lot better odds of living through like melt-a-gun shooting at you and big stuff like that, which is really nice.
Good.
So, good rolls.
Oh, you already put the ivory down. Oops.
Yep.
Didn't see the ivory.
My Thousand Sons lost some psychic things, but they gained a whole lot more, and their units seem to be a lot more evenly kind of messed about, and Magnus seems a lot better. So I'm excited about that. He was not very good in the current edition of the rules, so he seems way better.
Did they take out the flame psychic ability?
Yeah, it's different now. Yeah.
Oh.
But all of my Thousand Sons units can be psychers and have like cool powers now. So all of my squads.
Oh.
And I have a unique psyker character now. And he has like a cool weapon, and he does extra damage with his weapons.
What? Who is he?
He's called a Prospering Sorcerer, I think is what he's called. Where am I looking right now? Share the progress of the big Cthulhu draw. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's Cthulhu. Look at it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really well done. Yeah. Into the other stuff for it. That's for the board game, right? Very cool. Very cool stuff.
Daddy, do I paint this big one right here? This one in the middle, big.
Yes, that whole block too. Yeah, use a bigger brush than that. Okay, you're gonna need to. You're gonna spend forever on it if you do that. Yeah, looking really good, Pato. Great stuff, guys. Go check out his Cthulhu minis he's painting. They look good for, especially for like board game minis too. Look good.
To finish this Thousand Sun.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time since I've painted that guy. I don't think Stream has seen it. Thousand Sun mini.
I don't know if they did see it. Yeah, you painted him. That was last year or something. You painted
Yeah,
that
that was
guy.
2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, and that's the best mini I ever painted.
Yeah.
Better than like finishing my salamanders 2 weeks ago.
Salamanders look really good though.
Yeah. But this guy is staying the lines a lot better. It took me a few weeks just to finish that one commander.
Yeah, we were doing a couple different paint sessions, weren't we? Yeah, you did really good on that one though. So show him off a little bit.
Yeah. Are you gonna glue him like right after stream or like?
I don't know. It depends on when the base is done and what we're doing and stuff. Okay, but yeah. Glue them when you're done with the base. There's some things you still have to do with the base. Okay. If you're gonna follow the steps, there are things you got to do. All right.
A lot.
Not a lot, but there's stuff you got to do. Okay. Yep. Just take your time.
I
All
think
right.
I'm done with this stuff. Of the ivory.
Let me see. There. Yeah, good job. All right.
Thanks.
Might want another coat here in a few minutes when it dries. Okay.
Yeah.
Especially the lighter colors don't quite show up as well in one coat. Sorry guys, trying to keep this in frame. I'm too excited to paint. I just want to go read rules. So after this, the Thousand Suns rules, reading those, the thing I'm most excited for is the Libra Auxilia. So reading the Solar Auxilia rules and partially the Legion's Auxilia, so what my Prospering Spire Guard will do, but just seeing them and hopefully they're not quite as like dead in the water as they were in second edition. So those are the big things I'm looking forward to.
Is this third edition?
Yep. Third edition Horus Heresy.
What? There was a 1-2 times before this one?
Mm-hmm. NFC Mechanicum, absolutely Culture American. I will tag you if I see them, when I see them pop up this weekend. If they don't come up today or tomorrow, it'll be Saturday. Saturday morning, they're all going to come up anyway. Because that'll be the embargo drop with all the rules and stuff, so... So at most, you're waiting another 2 days. But I understand. I wanted to see mine early. I got to see mine early, so... Yeah, militia, yeah. I'm excited to see militia. I have a whole militia army, so... I'm excited to see how they turn out. But that'll be another month or so, I think. I think they said August or September militia will come out. More Necromunda unit, yeah. Oh man, I am yeah. I'm happy. My Thousand Suns rule seems solid. Darthlicious, did you see the big I don't know if it was all the traders that leaked, but I linked it. If you scroll up a bit, there's an Imgur link I put in there that might have the word bears and or Emperor's Children in there. They did have Fulgrim's rules. So I saw that. But I didn't scroll past the Thousand Suns stuff. I was too excited. Hold on, there's Fulgrim. Fulgrim's 425 points? Got cheap. High initiative, yeah, okay.
How cheap was he before?
I don't know. I do not know.
Probably at like 500. Who's the strongest Primarch in Horse Heresy?
Horus.
Oh.
Yeah.
The least strongest.
The least strongest? Probably Lorgar.
Who's that?
Lorgar's a chump. He's the,
No Magnus.
He said no Magnus. Magnus is the strong... I don't know, he might be with these new rules, but at least to have chicken. Yeah. Is that, Leroy Jenkins that you're quoting? Great stuff. Well, Safi, my Thousand Suns rules leaked and I'm happy. How long till we get 4th edition? Maybe 3 years, maybe longer. I don't know. That's a deep pool, yeah. Did you finish with the ivory? Did you do second coat yet, or are you still waiting?
Oh, I'm still waiting.
Okay.
It's going to be another couple minutes.
Lorgar's my boy, yeah. Yeah, I am really happy with the Thousand Suns rules in 3.0. Okay. Terra Seething, oh no. Yeah, Legacy's PDF is gonna have, I think we'll have like destroyers and stuff. So, really hoping we wouldn't get 3.0 for 4. Yeah. Well, and Sathi, we've talked about this a bit on stream, where I think, I personally think that 2.0 was rushed out and was not what the current designers wanted. And I think part of that was the untimely death of Alan Bly, who was the guy that wrote most of the stuff for 1.0. And 1.0, even though we call it just like one edition, it had multiple like iterations and changes and everything, so it wasn't quite just one edition. Lorgar's the strongest. All right, sure.
Lorgar's the strongest.
No, he's not. Listen to him.
I believe you, Daddy.
So 2.0, like it was, I've had a blast playing 2.0. It's been some of the most fun I've had playing mini games. 2.0 was definitely like a rough draft of an edition. So many like weird things that didn't work or couldn't work with how the rules were written, and it was all house rules, and it was all like a big issue with all of that. And I think what happened was the design studio was basically like, hey, we're going to work on 3.0 and we're just going to ignore 2.0 for the last year or whatever. So they released like bare minimum, keeping up with the minis. And then they're like, well, and they basically decided to work on the edition they wanted to make. I am hoping, and obviously this is hope with no basis in reality, I'm hoping that 3.0 sticks around longer and gets like more love, kind of like the old world has gotten. Yeah, the old world has gotten a lot of great attention and people are really happy with it. Middle Earth is very similar, also from the Specialist, design studio or whatever. People are very happy with the Middle Earth current edition now that all the rules are actually out. I'm hoping Heresy follows suit with that kind of attitude toward the game from the actual rules designers. And I think there is a lot of GW upper management sticking their nose into, like, no models, no rules kind of thing. And I'm hoping the legacy document kind of corrects that, like it did with the old world. Where it's like, they're like, hey, we have this stuff even though it's not official, wink wink kind of thing. So those units and things and options that we feel like we lost, which, to be honest, a lot of those were legacy in 2.0 as well. But a lot of those things that we feel like we lost, we get back through the legacies, which is perfectly legal and acceptable, and there's nothing wrong with that anyway. It's just free rules, right? And then, we get more plastic, more Legion plastics, and more varied play styles as the edition goes on. They don't just, like, release a couple characters for Imperial Fist and Sons of Horus again and just ignore everybody else. I am hoping. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of those moments, Darth Licious, in GW's history where it's like something happens, someone gets pushed out, there's some kind of event that happens and it changes the company, and normally it's not for the better, right?
I'm doing my second coat now.
I want to take Legacy of Oldhammer, make it into a new and interesting system. Yeah, there's a lot to it. So what we got? Okay. Apparently Lorgar is really good in the new rules though. So
Oh.
I don't know. I haven't read his rules. At least the Legacies isn't Legends. Yeah. And even then, like, the Heresy community has always been cool with like Legends / Legacy units. Like, that has never been a problem with the Heresy community anyway. So take the Space Squad, add items for the bling, and have fun. Yep. And that might still happen with the Legacy document. So. Darth Licious, yes. Roundtree replacing Kirby was probably one of the best changes from GW.
Replacing Kirby? What are you talking about?
That's two people. The person that ran Games Workshop for a long time, his name was Tom Kirby. I don't remember his first name. And he was replaced by another guy, and they made a lot of changes that helped the company and everything a lot. We're free the normal. Message you for a game. Yeah, absolutely, Sathy. Yeah, we'll be doing it soon. And if you're, really wanting to get a game of 2.0 before it's over, message me. I mean, we could play 2.0 anytime. I'll probably just be happy to put minis on the table. But my Thousand Suns look really cool now, so I'm excited to try out the new stuff. But yeah, you let me know. As long as I can schedule it in advance. Not many of these guys have these like leather backpacks, but the ones that do, we're gonna paint. Haven't shared picture tank. Oh no! Yeah. I gotta see him. There are pouches and stuff. I've been working on. I have a game this Sunday, and I've been working on Rapier battery. I'm going to take some quad mortars so I'm trying to finish them before Sunday.
Finish.
My Thousand Suns look really cool. I'm excited for my Thousand Suns, man. I'm always
It's his favorite.
Understatement of the century. Yeah, right. They're good. They're fun. I personally think the Thousand Suns as an army, it's a relatively difficult scheme to paint, but I think if you practice, like anybody practice, and they paint them like reasonably competently, I think Thousand Suns end up looking like way beyond what a lot of people expect. So it's easy to make them look good if you take your time on them. In my DM, okay, sweet. I'm gonna take a look here in a minute. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Other schemes are very like classic Space Marine and stuff, and there's, you know, people paint some gorgeous looking minis all the time, but my 40k Thousand Suns, trying them out as a proxy army. Yeah, okay, yeah.
40k Thousand Suns.
Mm-hmm.
You can make those as an army.
Yeah, you can play Thousand Suns and Warhammer 40k. Remember the blue ones?
Yeah. You only have like one squad and they're all different kinds of guys.
No, they're not. They're all the same.
One of them's machine gun, one of them's like a bolter.
Oh yeah, you give them different weapons. Yeah, that's cool. You do that in 40k though. That's a 40k thing. Finish this guy and we'll check my DM here for some tanks. I think that'll be good for now. There'll be a lot of black on this mini. You like the new rules for Thousand Suns in 10th edition? Okay, sweet. I have not cared for 10th edition. Use heresy helmets with a tan scheme.
10th edition for what?
40k.
What, there's a 10th?
Yeah. Oh, you're masking him? Oh, nice. Wow, that red looks so good. How clean that red looks. Painting sun, look at that.
Ooh.
These are Dark Angels.
Oh, are they meant to look like those?
Mm-hmm. Their armor is like black and they get like red and sometimes white accents and stuff on it.
Oh, so are they done?
I don't think they're quite done. No, he hasn't painted the treads or anything, but that is a solid start. What color red did you use? Is that Pro Acryl? That looks like Bold Pyro red, or like orange red or something. But oh, he's got his Thousand Suns. Oh, he made him like bone color. Look at that with the purple.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, those are great looking. Army Painter Pure Red. Nice, nice.
Those look so cool.
Yeah. Oh no, you're getting dragged to a 10th edition doubles tournament. Oh, that stinks. Yeah, great looking stuff, Safi. Man, those are good looking rubrics or scarab occults. Yeah, metallics next. Sweet. I painted a bunch of tanks. These are my my rapier crew here. I still have some highlights too on the red, but I got the out of the way, you. So we got the vehicle and they're magnetized, so we got magnets and magnets back here. A little Order of Ruin there, which is like the dudes. Yeah, I got the weapons in progress, the quad mortars and las cannon.
Oh, triple las? I mean,
There's 4 of
quad.
them. Yeah, I think it's called a what is that called? I can't remember what it's called. And then we got all the little computer guys. So like this guy, he's got like a control button for it, and he's pushing buttons, and so yeah, I can go over how they're pretty difficult to magnetize, honestly. There was a lot of cutting and drilling. These like rear containers, essentially it was fitting a magnet right in that angle right there, and then magnetizing like an opposite angle on the boxes, and they'll fit in. Since they're painted, they're a little tight, and I'm gonna have to shave down a little bit of the paint, but it'll end up magnetizing and fitting in there. And then yeah, there's like the little laser destroyer ones are just a magnet right there is all. Yeah, they're like little adorable tanks. Yep. Little rapiers. Yeah, so I did use the Tamiya Clear Red for a while. That paint was way too toxic. And it was horrible. It was messing me up. Even with like respirators and everything. So I use AK Interactive Clear Red now, which has its own issues. But yeah, the AK Interactive Clear Red. Did you do a second coat on here?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
One more little coat where that blue was on that one square. Okay. Then we'll do next step.
I can see that.
You can see that? Cool. Yeah, it's AK Interactive and some varnishes to make sure it doesn't bleed or reactivate. But that's out of the 15 or 16 colors I tested, like clear reds, that was the one that matched the Tamiya Clear Red. And yeah, some tricks with varnishes, the single highlight, like an edge highlight of a white gold over it. Little things to like pick out the metallics. It's very time consuming. And I realized this when I was, the painting son and I were testing color scheme for his salamanders that he's collecting.
Collecting and painting them.
Yep, collecting, and yeah. And we did a test scheme and I painted 2 minis in like an hour with like dry time and everything. And I was like, oh man, my minis take way too long. But yeah, the Clear Red. Clear Red is the classic for Thousand Suns.
I'm gonna paint my teeth for the rest of the sync.
Okay.
How long until stream's over?
Maybe about another hour or so.
Oh yeah, down.
Okay, cool. Get this strap here. Do this brown color, and then I think I'll go back to the rapier teams. The rest of the stream.
Really? What are you gonna do to them?
Paint them.
Oh.
Can you stop spinning the chair, please?
Okay.
Okay. Let me know when that ivory paint is dry, okay? And we'll get the next step. Yeah, the rapiers with the Stormwing is cool. Did you look up the Dark Angels rules? Your different detachments? I'm not sure all the different wings and what they do. I took a glance at the Dark Angel rules. They seem alright. You going back to Word Bearers? You can provide a unit in like 3 days. Yeah. Something about these rapier teams just taking me forever. It's just 2 of them, but... Okay, so detachments, how detachments work. Okay, you have your primary detachment, which is that big one. You have a high command slot. You have 4 command slots, which are like centurions and stuff, and then you have 4 troop slots. And you have 4 transport slots. And transports are rhinos, drop pods, termites. The troops are tactical squads, assault squads, breacher squads, and despoiler squads. And it's very much like Legions Imperialis. I think it opens it up more, and I don't mind the list building, but I haven't actually built a list yet with that list building. And essentially how it works is every command slot that you take, you can bring an auxiliary detachment. And certain command slots add more auxiliary detachment options, and there's ways to like customize specific units if you just want one of something. But yeah, so if you take a Centurion, you can get an auxiliary detachment, and you just pick an auxiliary detachment and you add it in. You don't have to fill up detachments. There's no requirement to taking any specific units for detachments, but things do... Don't seem to get bonuses for 20-man tactical squads. No, not like the old like Iron Wing or whatever, right? Yeah. Might have to wait for a Dark Angels specific journal for that. Okay, let's get a couple more of these out. Yeah, I lost... my Thousand Suns lost my unique plasma guns. And I also lost unique bolters. And varied Achaean Force weapon. So it used to be, I used to have a Achaean Force axe, a Achaean Force sword, a Achaean Force spear, and now it's just a key and force sword, and it gets like it's like a middling bonus for everything. So that's a thing, which I don't mind because they seem pretty good for all of it. Hey, watch yourself, dude. Okay, don't mess with my headphones. Is this dry? Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Okay, ready for the next thing? Mm-hmm. Wash. So, big brush.
On all of it?
Over the whole base, yep. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if tainted weapons and warfire plasma. Yeah, I lost my plasma. You might be losing your plasma. There's only one unit that has Aether Fire Plasma in my army, and it's the Castellex. But they were also the only mini to actually have it when it was like a unique looking weapon. So what's nice about that is all the models I was making with Aether Fire Plasma stuff, I can just not worry about anymore. At least for now. I'll keep the prints to the side. And that is a very like anti-3D print decision from GW, because they had nothing besides the big shoulder mount on the Castellax, but they gave you options on everything to take it.
While I'm doing the wash, can I, like after it, can I do like my big robot?
You want to paint some of your robot?
Yeah, because this will take a while to dry.
That's probably fine, yeah. See why not? Stuff never ended up getting any physical sculpts, so I'm concerned. Yeah. So Painting Sun has a printed Castellex Akia that he's going to work on. It's proportion, so I printed it originally for my army, and it was just a little too small, which it might not actually be too small. I don't know. I think its legs might just be a little too small or something. But
I need a base for it though.
Yeah, you can start painting it without a base. We'll glue on a base later. Okay. So he has that extra print. It's just been kind of sitting around, and he wants to work on it. So, yep. Classic GW. Just be ready for plasma to your unique weapons to not be maybe existing anymore if there's no actual minis for it.
I'm bright cold.
Bright cold. Okay. Did you finish the wash on your base? Let me see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great. All right, looks good. Looking good. This kid's a base painting machine. I could use him to paint my bases.
No way.
Yeah, dude, I got like 50 bases I need to paint in the next like 2 weeks. Gonna help me?
Are there minis on them? No.
No, there's not minis on them. I'm painting them to get ready for the new stuff coming out.
Still.
Good man.
Nope.
I'll buy you Star Wars cards.
Oh, you're almost out of this.
I know. Another color I need to get. Get you.
This one.
That one, okay.
I think you might be using the last one. I might need a couple drops.
There you go. I might have another bottle of that. I don't know. I ever share my Leagues of Votann? I don't think you have. I don't remember seeing them, if you have. You know, something... I want to look up. Prospering Arcana. Okay, no vehicles or automatons. So I can give these to my dreadnoughts, no problem. that's solid. I like my auxiliary detachment. It gives me an elite unit, like an apex unit or whatever. Yeah. I need to do your community submissions. Okay. What's that? You want minis in my the top right? I haven't updated that in a while. Man, your Votann look really good. These Votann paintings.
Ooh.
I like the heated axe. That's really good looking. Those the whips. The orange is really nice on them. Oh, you got nice Marines, man. The quartered pattern. It's brave. Very brave. Solid work, though. Very nice. Yeah, Space Marine chapter looks great. Is it a unique chapter? Did you make it yourself, or what chapter is it? They end up giving a rapier base. I'm not putting mine on a base. I don't know if their new rules have them on a base. I am waiting to see that. The old rules did not require a base, the 2.0 rules, so I just decided not to put them on a base yet. But I have base toppers printed and ready to paint if I need to. No, you have some serious skill, man. Don't undersell yourself. Lines of Sanguinius. Oh, cool. All right. Custom shoulder pads. That's really cool. And art. Yeah, the Rapier Minis come with a 60 mil base, so I'm assuming in 3.0 they'll be on a 60 mil. I don't know if the unit entries tell you the base size of the model or not. I didn't check for that. The old world does. It would be very useful if they did.
So hard to do without a base.
Is it? Yeah, you gotta find a place to hold the mini and get it.
No, I'm holding it by the feet.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's hard to...
Use a bigger brush.
Okay.
It has, hasn't it? I'm just so excited thinking about my Thousand Suns stuff. Trying to figure things out. You ready for fencing practice tonight, Painting Sun?
Nope.
No? Well, I think we're going to stop at the hobby store before we go too, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to stop on the way home because I'm going to be hungry, but... Try to find some black paint. See if there's anything else I need. Show me the World Eaters of Sons of Horus. I could take a look here in a moment. I haven't seen them leaked yet. A bunch of other stuff leaked, but maybe not those yet. Thousand Suns got leaked and I'm happy. I am
Salamanders got leaked on him.
quite happy. Yeah, all the Loyalist stuff is out. It's just the traders that we're waiting on. Oh, there was some Sons of Horus stuff that leaked, yeah. I was looking at like Horus.
Sons aren't loyalists. loyalists?
Nope, they're traitors. Okay, so what's in this link? What is in this link? Let's see. Oh, dang, he does have custom art. Oh, yeah, that explains your Discord handle there. Nice. Art, very cool. Okay. Where's Horus? Where is he? Horus Lupercal, 540 points.
Whoa.
7 wounds. Weapon skill 8. He is cool 12. Yep. He's got deep strike, master war. Let's see his weapon. +4 strength, AP2 damage 3, critical hits 5. Oh, that's really good. Initiative -2 though. It's called World Breaker. And his Talon, has a ranged and a melee weapon. Range weapon's pretty good. The Talon's also, the melee's really good. Melee variant on it. See Paul Allen's card. Who's that? Paul Allen. I don't know. Horus gets +1 reaction on their turn. It's really good. He doesn't have a gambit. He just gets +1 reaction for his side. Let's see. Tactical squad or spoiler squads. You have 4 of them. Then you get first turn +1 to the move characteristic of all models. Okay, that's what he does. Where's Lorgar? I heard Lorgar's weapon's really good. Yeah, Lorgar's weapon's super good. Okay, dang, that's really good. Alpha Legion. Conrad Kurz's rules? Conrad Kurz's rules are here?
Zendrol, if you're here.
Oh, okay, it's American Psycho. Alright.
Yeah, Zendrol's here.
What? Yeah, Zendrol's here. Yeah, so let's see. Conrad Kurz. Here, I'll post the link.
Okay, let's hear this, everybody.
Weapon skill 7. Ballistic skill 7 is really good. That's unusual. Initiative 7. His willpower is terrible. That's funny. He has the worst willpower, I think, of any Primarch. The Widowmakers are his ranged weapon. 3 shots. Breaching Forp's pretty good on him. Damage 1. They're not great. And then he is Mercy and Forgiveness are his lightning claws. Critical hits 5+ is good. Shred 4+. So he's auto wounding, and I think it counts as a 6, but on a 5 to hit. Okay, that's pretty good. He's pretty good. Low strength, but he's got 8 attacks with him, so that's pretty solid. He's got a gambit. He takes a willpower check. Oh no, Zen. Willpower checks. But it's not a psychic check, so I don't think you can fail and take perils. If he passes, he gets Feel No Pain, he gets +1 attack, and the initiative characteristic, it modifies +2 initiative on his weapons in the challenge. That's really good. That's a really good gambit. And then if you have 4 or more terror squads or assault squads, and terror squads are troops, which is really good, Zen. So you don't have to take tacticals, you just take terror squads. They can all get prime slots, and then they all get a special rule. They all get the infiltrate rule. All your terror squads get infiltrate if you're taking Curse, is basically how it works. That's his like big rule, which is really good. You're dang. Okay, all right. Yeah, not quite everything. That's it for the Night Lords so far. Critical hit 6+. A lot of the specials. Yeah, so critical hit 6+ is if you roll a 6 to hit. So critical hit is if you roll that number to hit, you automatically wound, and you get +1 damage on the attack. And if you have another rule, like it counts as a 6 to wound. So if you have critical hit and then like breaching 6 up is on a 6 to wound, you can AP2. So a critical hit counts as a 6 to wound. Like you rolled a 6 to wound, and then you get +1 damage on your weapons. So critical hits are really good. Yeah, Curse seems solid. The rules I just saw, that Gambit's really good. Um, Feel No Pain, Extra Initiative is all really good. The fact he doesn't suffer perils is nice. He's only willpower 8, so that kind of stinks. So you're going to be failing at, more than you would like, right? Then every other Primarch's willpower 10 at least. So Magnus goes up to willpower 12. He's 11, but all thousands. Well, I think it's all non-vehicle thousands. I'll have to look it up, but they all get +1 willpower. So.
Can I have some more bright gold?
Yes.
Because I'm going to be using a lot of it on this
yes,
guy.
are you?
I'm almost done.
Oh wow, that looks cool. Okay. All right, one second.
Look at the shoulder pads.
One second. Yeah, you did the trim on the shoulders and everything. That's really cool. Very cool stuff painting, son. I think the Night Lord's Legion trait is has something to give you +1 weapon skill in melee. I think is what it is. I can't remember all the caveats. I saw someone talking about it earlier, but I haven't seen it online yet. I think it's if you're attacking someone who has a status, you get +1 weapon skill. I think that's what it is. You said more gold, right?
More gold,
yeah. Yep.
It's been a while since we've talked. It's been like 10 seconds. But...
10 seconds? Way too long.
Yep.
Man, the Thousand Suns rules are so cool, though. I'm excited.
I'm excited for that new Salamanders.
Yeah.
If you just have a like 2-ups, bring some bunch of 2-up guys when we play a battle, just the 2 of us, you're gonna roll like 5 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
Guys are extra
ding,
tough.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, you have your own like cool like special like power swords and stuff too. Salamanders.
What?
Yep. So they have like extra good weapons that they can give your units.
And you
which is
should
really
look
cool.
up the Vulcan rules.
Vulcan's good too. Super tough.
How many runes does he have?
When he what? Wounds? I think he has 7, and something he does when he's in a challenge. Moving to a new legion? Alright. When he's in a challenge, he can like heal himself.
Oh!
So that's really
so
good.
Salamanders are like OP.
No, they're not OP. I don't think they're OP.
They feel like they're OP.
There's no one from the outset that like looks like they're overpowered yet. There's some with better rules than others, but Thousand Suns are looking awesome, Zen. So you're somewhat familiar with their rules. The Prospering Arcana, so like all of my non-vehicle squads is now it is non-vehicle non-automatons. All right, Darth Lucius, thank you for hanging out. It was good to see you. And yeah, I'm sure we'll be chatting more about these rules more and more as time goes on. So I'm just gonna be talking all the time about it. But I say about Horus Heresy, just strip and repaint, right? That's all you gotta do. So you pay points. Yeah, new recruit will be up and running probably like week of, I would assume. They're already like running tests. They have like test builds and stuff for it. So yeah, new recruit will be pretty quick. And they work off the leaks and everything. So all right. 2.0 rules Thousand Suns, you get the Prospering Arcanas. They come for free in 2.0 with the squad. And it's like a really minor psychic power. And you get like the little bonus, but you can still perils and everything. In the 3.0 rules, you pay 10 points per unit that gets one. So 10 points for a character, 10 points for a squad, 10 points for a dreadnought. And you pick the one they get and you pay 10 points for it. It's its own psychic discipline. So each of them, I think for the most part, have a weapon, or a lot of them have a weapon, and like a power, like a blessing or a curse or whatever. So they all have these things. And there is a rule that if you perils while using these Prospering Arcanas, you don't get status. So normally at Perils of the Warp in 3.0, you most likely put a status on your unit, which basically just like ruins how they function. Like ruins how all the units work. This one, you just suffer wounds. Like the old Perils, basically, is what it is. Just old Perils. The powers are really good and a lot more impactful than 2.0. And the actual Legion rule for Thousand Suns is all of my units get +1 willpower. So everybody who's not a vehicle or an automaton gets +1 willpower. And I believe that counts for Magnus as well. So Magnus is willpower 11, and I think with my Legion rule, and I'll look it up here in a minute, I think with the Legion rule, I think he's willpower 12. So casting on 2d6, he just auto passes willpower checks, I think. Which is insane. Magnus doesn't get all of the psychic disciplines. He chooses 2, and you pay points for him. So I just straight up pick 2 powers. He gets all of the benefits, so I can just give him Shrouded 4+. Like he has 4+ Feel No Pain against all shots all the time. I can make him explode when he dies, or I can give him like crazy challenge abilities. I can do all kinds of stuff like that. I just give him 2 of the psychic disciplines I want. And he has all of the Prospering Arcanas. Yeah, he memorizes spells for the day. Yeah, he can't spend time looking them up later. So, let's see. Legion rule. Yeah, any model with the Thousand Suns trait have +1 willpower. So, I think Magnus has the Thousand Suns trait. And we can look this up real quick. Magnus is Thousand Suns. So he is actually willpower 12. Yeah. So he's super good. His gambit just lets him add his willpower like to his gambit. So yeah, so I think he just auto passes all of, well, if you roll doubles you perils, but no matter what, he's always casting the power that he wants. And at most he's gonna suffer 1 wound from a perils if he perils and takes wounds from it. Because perils, it's 13 minus your willpower, or the wounds that you take if you take wounds, which is pretty brutal. Thousand Suns also, all my characters don't become psychers like they could in 2.0. Instead, they can get the Prospering Arcanas, which are like, psychic disciplines anyway. And I have a unique Centurion called a Prospering Sorcerer. And the Prospering Sorcerer, besides being willpower 10, being a Thousand Sun, he has bonuses to strength on all the psychic weapons he uses. And he has a unique, he doesn't get like a psychic discipline, he just gets straight up 3 psychic weapons that he can use. And he has a unique psychic stave that he uses to bonk people with. So, he's kind of a beast for being, 105 points isn't bad. He doesn't really have a lot of options for him. I got all my units. My robots are better. Yeah, the robots, they used to in 2.0, they were really expensive, and they acted as, they were like conduits where you would use them to measure range and line of sight for psychic powers. Now what they do is they eat perils. They eat perils of the warp from other squads near them. And I don't know, what's the range on that? Within 6 inches. So it's not super far, but them eating perils of the warp instead of my other squads are a really big deal. Especially since they have an invuln and they have a bunch of wounds. So that might be really good. And they can, prevent me from taking status effects and stuff on my units if they fail their perils. So yeah, there's a couple things that I lost. I wish I could get full psychers on my characters, but the Prospering Arcanas are really good. They have really good abilities. And Magnus gives my army for the first turn of the game, if I have Magnus, my whole army, if they're using psychic powers on the first turn, I roll 3d6 and choose my 2 dice. So it's basically a way to almost completely avoid perils on the first turn on my army. And guarantee my powers go off. So good unique powers, unique stuff. The rules are interesting. Thousand Suns have the most pages of like armory rules over anybody else, which is pretty great. But yeah, I'm happy with what I got. Yeah, you need some terror squads. I don't know about the rules for terror squads yet, so, but they are essentially just like veteran tacticals, is what they were. I'm gonna finish this last main. This is the last brown I need to put on his base coat, and then I'm gonna try to dig up some more info. Yeah, I don't mind taking the wounds from the psychic powers. I'm glad I can do the minor stuff without getting status. That's a big thing because the statuses are really important, which is one of the reasons I think the Dark Angels were really good, where they have they don't take modifiers to their status checks. It's like leadership and cool checks or something. I think they're, and maybe willpower. Not having modifiers, that's really big. Because that just ruins like your whole army's ability to score points and to do things like charging and just all these other things. So being able to prevent that stuff from affecting you is really big. See, I'd rather just take the D3 wounds. Alright. We got this stuff. Let's take a look at some rules real quick. See if I can find more stuff that leaked. Anything. Okay. Yes.
Remember that Spider-Man?
Yeah.
It's been like 5
Yeah, I'm probably not going to paint it.
ever.
Yeah. I don't know why you keep asking me about it.
Last time I asked you was last year in the summer.
Mm-hmm. So. Painting some, what are you doing? What are you up to?
Waiting for it to dry.
Oh, okay. Alright. You know, that's a question I have too. Using psychic weapons. Do I have to take a psychic check to use a psychic weapon? Is that a thing? Some of these, they're just weapons. What if I don't have to? Just free special weapons on all my units? Hey Ragnar, what's up? What's that?
There was a Necrons in this book.
Yeah, there's some old Necrons in that box, that's right. I have been painting Votann, working on these colors, but I am checking out some Horus Heresy leaks. We're trying to find some things. Oh, I have rules to read. That's what this is basically. Why is there nothing on screen? Because I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm gonna keep painting or not. I'm just chilling. You know, my son, he's working on some stuff that he's painting. Is this dry? Let's see.
It looks like
it is dry. Okay.
Oh yes.
So he's painting this base right now, just like my base topper here.
Thousand Sun that
Yep.
I painted like 2 years ago last, and it's looked like the best paint I've ever painted.
So painting sun, here's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna get this brush ready for you, okay? Okay. I have this bright ivory right here. Okay.
Wait.
We're gonna wipe
Okay, not a dry brush.
paint off of it, and you're going to lightly dry brush over the whole top of that base.
Oh, so just with this?
Lightly dry brush. Yeah, you see how mine is? How it's like, it's got the edges there. It's a little lighter.
I'm not very good at dry brush.
Yeah. How are you doing, Ragnar? What's going on? Do you need a bigger brush for that? You might need a bigger brush.
For this one?
Yeah. Here, let me see. It might be easier and quicker just to do a bigger brush here.
I'm almost done.
Here. Do this one. Do this one
I
instead.
already did it.
Go over it. Go over it. Over the whole thing, the edges and all that. Okay?
This? How's this one looking? I'm not so sure about that.
That's alright. That's alright. Don't push down.
Okay, got
Father son passing on all. Yeah, that's what we're doing. He's painting with me.
I'm only 8 years old, and I'm already starting a horse heresy army of salamanders.
That's what he wants to do.
I'm going to, after my salamander army, which I'll be done here in like 3-4 years, I'm going to start paying Tyranids for 40k.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be great. I love Tyranids. Painting wife thinks that they're the
You can just call her
grossest.
mom, you know.
I don't care.
That's not gonna give anything away.
Fine.
Yeah, all right. He calls her painting wife.
I think I'm done.
He calls me dad, but then he calls her painting wife. All right, got the dry brush. No, that's a good dry brush, man. That's a good job.
Thanks.
All right, you ready for the next bit? You're almost done with this.
Here you go.
Okay, I'll rinse these. You have that bright gold still.
Oh yeah.
Do
I
you
have
see
one.
these little like cylinder shapes? They're shell casings from
Oh,
guns.
yeah.
There's there.
Yeah.
Bright gold.
Oh yes. More bright gold.
Good luck, young man. I know he's got big dreams. He's got big
Oh
dreams.
yes, I do. After I was like 3 years old, I love painting. Like I painted my first mini. I painted I started painting a space marine, like a non-realistic space marine. I was like 2, possibly 3, and then I painted my first realistic mini like 3-4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the way up until now, I like painting realistic stuff a lot more.
Yep.
I think
He loves his colors. That's his big thing, which is awesome.
everyone says I look like my mom.
So you look like your mom. I don't think
And
people
I'm
are saying that much anymore.
exactly like my mom. Everyone says I look like her, I act like her. And now I'm with my dad down here ever since I was like 4.
He's never left. We've never left here, guys.
No.
Been here this whole time. Gonna go. Yeah, all right, Ragnar. Good to see you. Thanks for
ya.
stopping by.
I'm done. All the cool cylinders. Perfect.
Nicely done. Okay, when those dry, look, I'm on that step 2. Take that brown wash. I'm gonna put that over him.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know if it's still wet. And I look at it, I'm like, oh. Okay. Very wet.
Yep. Snark kid, smart kid. Yes, both. Yep.
What does that mean?
You're snarky.
Oh?
You're pretty snarky.
I have
Yep.
no idea what that means.
You like to talk back.
It's very true.
Yep, that is very true, isn't it?
You should still stream this Thousand Sun that I painted.
Yeah, I'll show him in a minute.
I remember streaming painting this thing. I feel like I showed it off, but
You may have, but that was a while ago. I'll show him
that was 2 years ago.
your Thousand Sun that you painted. Yeah, here. You want to pass it here?
Oh, so good.
This is what
I
he
can't take
painted.
my
He was
eyes off
6 or 7 here when he painted
I was
this.
like 6.
Like 6. Yep.
I got
So.
a few mistakes, but I'm leaving it how
Yeah,
it
there's some
is.
mistakes, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You're trying to highlight the cloth, which is difficult.
Oh, it's so hard.
Yeah, but he's got the colors on point. He was following the lines really good on this one, especially compared to a lot of your like older minis that you painted. But yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
It took me like a couple weeks to finish that. That commander.
Yeah, he's like a captain.
Oh.
I have this mini printed for myself, and I hadn't painted him, but I might do that sometime. Because it looks cool, and a big shield guy would be cool, or sword and shield guy.
Hey, I said you could use that.
Yeah, I'll use yours. That's right. Yep.
Anytime you want.
That's right. I don't have to paint my own.
Say every battle, every time you bring it. My son painted this, and it's my favorite name.
That's right. Is that what I'm going to say every time?
Is that Mark 3?
His armor?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it really is
Mark.
anything. Yeah, it might be Mark. Yeah.
I think a lot of your Thousand Sons of Commanders aren't really a mark.
Yeah, they all have like unique armor.
Yeah.
It's called Artificer armor.
Oh, I want Artificer armor.
That means it's like kind of custom and like better than other armor. They like it's kind of like handmade, and someone spent a bunch of time making it all cool and like custom for the commander mini that uses it. That's Artificer armor. Alright, working on these bases with that wash to dry. Yeah, they're little test things that I was using.
Do you need them?
Not necessarily, no.
I don't want them.
Okay.
Are they Star Wars?
No.
Okay. Are these for Legions Imperialis thing?
No. Right. Let's see. Okay, so things that still need to leak. There's Emperor's Children, Night Lords, World Eaters, Death Guards, Sons of Horus, and Word Bearers, and then some of the Alpha Legion. All of them have their Primarchs posted, but none of them have much more than that. I think Alpha Legion have a couple things, but that's about it. Yeah, I have a Discord channel up, and people are posting it as like things are coming up. So I have that Imgur link that I've linked a couple times. I don't know if you've seen that, Zen. If you scrolled up or whatever, I can post it again. But that has a lot of the trader stuff. It has like Kurz's rules, but it has like basically the Thousand Sons rules, some Alpha Legion, and then like random things from there. So, yep. I'm sure we'll see the other stuff soon. Alright, Painting Son, how are those bullet casings?
They're dry.
They're dry? Okay. Hey, I have a little bit of wash right there. You want to pick that out and just dab it on top of the...
Is it this one right here?
Yep. More than that. Good amount. It's a wash, remember. You want to put a good amount on there. Well, you're using too small a brush. Get a bigger brush. You don't want that like super tiny detail brush when you're doing a wash. I can... There's this black here. Okay. Do some satin black.
The night at friend's house this weekend.
Did you talk to Mommy about that today?
No,
Was that earlier
Me-
this week?
me and no, mommy and my friend's mom were talking about it last I was there. And they were like, we have to have a about
Okay.
this weekend.
I thought I was talking to Mom about it, and I think she said something like I wasn't going to be able to work this weekend for some different
Oh.
reasons. So maybe yesterday. So we'll talk to Mommy about it this evening and see, but I would not get your hopes up yet, okay? Expect it not to happen, and if it does, you'll be happy. Be extra happy about it, okay? Okay.
How would the bullet case
Yeah,
look?
what's up, G Money? What a name. What's that? Oh, we got a nice wash. All right. Yeah, in my day we used large brushes for washes. That's right. If you use too small a brush, you don't get enough wash on your brush. You ready for the next step? You gotta paint the base rim. You see what I'm doing? Look at this.
Are you going to use it with wash?
Nope, just black. This black paint right here.
Okay,
So get a bigger brush.
like this.
That's it's a pretty good one. And what you're gonna do? Watch. You see how I do this angle? Look, like this, and my brush goes along the bottom, and then I'll eventually start working my way up. And I always get in that little crevice right there. But yeah, you go all the way around the base. Sometimes you'll need 2 coats, which is fine.
I started on the black. There's lots of black.
It might just be unpainted.
I feel like
Did you? Okay.
I started one.
Oh, well, if you did, then that's cool. Less work. I just have one more thing I'm going to do on my base, because I need to dry brush just a little bit of metal. I could probably close to finishing the rest of these minis tonight then. Maybe tomorrow. Alright, let's see. While that dries, let me go ahead and just do this little dry brush here. Very simple. They get get varnished, and then there ends up being weathering powder on these that kind of covers up a lot of the detail, what makes them look, you know, sandy and everything. They kind of fit in the style. That's basically all there is to these bases. I'll do a second coat of black on mine.
Well, am I done with the base?
Yeah, you done?
Yeah.
I think you might be done. Want me to glue your mini on there in a little bit?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay.
Maybe like right after stream or something, because I don't want to have it done before we leave.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be done with stream here in just a minute anyway.
Okay.
And I'll just need to pop them off and clean them up and glue them on, and then I'll varnish them with my other Thousand Suns. We can do that. Okay.
Okay.
Or I can varnish them first and then glue them like I do with my minis. When we do that, just put them in with these my squad I'm painting, and then varnish them how I normally do, and then glue them then. Glue them all together.
Sure.
We'll do that. Be by the end of the weekend I'll have that done, because I have to have this squad done by Sunday.
Wait,
So
have what done?
you're a dude.
What? By the end?
By the end of the weekend.
Oh, wait, is it?
Like Saturday I'll probably be varnishing. Friday or Saturday. Okay? Because I have to finish painting the rest of that squad over there. And then when I go to varnish them, I'll varnish yours along with them, and then I'll glue them onto their base and do the finishing touches and stuff, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
I'm just gonna hang out.
Okay. Well, guys, I think we're going to call the stream there. I'm going to go get myself a snack,
Oh, see,
and we're going to get ready for our evening. Painting Sun has fencing to go to, and I'm going to try to find more leaks and read more stuff about the rules and see if I understand this new psychic phase stuff, so I can be extra excited about it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming to hang out. Thank you guys for joining and for the follows and, you know, the new people coming in and stuff. It's a great stream. Getting stuff done on these Votann slowly. I have to get a new color. I have to replace. I have spares for like 25 different colors, and I don't have coal black. I use it so much. And it's generally out of stock a lot more than other colors, so I have to go pick that up before I can continue these Votann much more. But yeah, so we're gonna call it there. I may or may not be streaming Sunday night, depending on how my game is going. We're starting a little later, so we'll see. But we will be on Tuesday. Tuesday should be it. So at the latest, I'll be back on Tuesday, probably painting more Votann and everything, trying to hammer these out. But yeah, you guys have a great day and a great weekend, and I will see you all next time. Say bye, Painting Sun.
See everybody.
Say it loud so they can hear you.
See everybody.
All right, bye everybody.